There's a demon living inside you, not a cartoon monster with horns and fire, something far more dangerous, something human, something familiar. It's the anger you keep feeding, the tightness in your chest when someone disrespects you, the heat that rises when things don't go your way, the sudden explosion that ruins relationships, destroys opportunities, and leaves you weaker than before. And the worst part? You think it makes you strong. But what if I told you this demon can be killed, buried, starved until nothing remains? What if you could walk through chaos with calm eyes while everyone else is screaming? One man did exactly that. Miyamoto Musashi, arguably the most dangerous man to ever walk Japan. He wasn't just a swordsman, he was a war machine wrapped in silence. Over 60 life-or-death duels, 0 defeats. Not because he was the fastest, not because he was the strongest, but because he destroyed anger completely. This is not mythology. This is psychological warfare. And today, you learn his way. 1. Anger is a puppet string, and you're the toy. Let's be brutally honest. Anger doesn't make you powerful. It makes you owned. Every time you explode, every time someone pushes your buttons, you hand them the remote control. You reveal exactly how to manipulate you. Musashi understood this early. Anger wasn't strength, it was a leash, a predictable reflex that turned men into puppets. Marcus Aurelius said it perfectly. When you were disturbed by external things, it is not they that trouble you, but your judgment of them. Read that slowly. If someone can make you angry, they can make you do anything. Musashi cut those strings. He trained himself to be immune to provocation. Insults meant nothing. Threats meant nothing. He entered battle with the stillness of a monk, not because he lacked emotion, but because he refused to be ruled by it. Real power isn't how hard you hit, it's how impossible you are to be provoked. That's what made Musashi terrifying. A man with no emotional triggers cannot be manipulated, threatened, or broken. 2. The day Musashi killed anger. There's a story most people don't know. A young Musashi challenged Arima Kihei, an experienced swordsman and respected. Kihei arrived confident, formal, armed with steel. Musashi showed up holding a crude wooden sword. The crowd laughed. Kihei mocked him. Most men would have snapped, reacted, defended their pride. Musashi didn't move. No anger, no ego, no response. Then, without warning, he struck. Fast, precise, fatal. The fight ended instantly. No rage, no theatrics, just cold execution. Musashi didn't fight with emotion, he fought with awareness. Anger never made men dangerous, control did. 3. The psychology of the blade. Musashi didn't just master combat, he mastered the mind. He wrote, "Do nothing which is of no use." Anger unchecked is almost always useless. You think it helps you win arguments. It exposes weakness. You think it helps you dominate conflict. It signals insecurity. The mind is a blade. When it rusts with emotion, it dulls. When it's kept still, sharp, and silent, it cuts through anything. Your enemies don't fear your anger. They smile at it because they know they've already won. 4. Why you get angry and why you keep losing. Let's make this uncomfortable. Why do you get angry? Because someone insulted you? Because life felt unfair? Because someone didn't behave the way you expected? Here's the truth. You're angry because you believe you're entitled to control things you never owned. You expect respect. You expect fairness. You expect obedience from the world. Musashi rejected it all. Attachment creates suffering. He trained himself to expect nothing. He slept in dirt, walked alone, rejected comfort, fame, luxury. Because a man who expects nothing cannot be disappointed and cannot be angered. 5. Training the void. Musashi's practice of emptiness. You don't beat anger by venting. You don't beat it by screaming or numbing yourself. You beat it by sharpening your mind. Musashi trained in 3 ways. Voluntary hardship. Comfort makes the mind fragile. Fragile minds react. Cut one comfort from your life. Cold showers, sugar, social media, anything that makes you resist.
you'll discover most anger was entitlement in disguise. No reaction. Musashi trained long periods of silence. Next time you're insulted, pause, say nothing, watch. The power shifts instantly. Meditation on death. Musashi contemplated death daily. Why? Because a man who isn't afraid to die cannot be shaken by traffic jams or rude comments. He wrote, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. Anger dissolves when death walks beside you." 6. Kill the ego, kill the fire. At its core, anger is ego wearing armor. You're not angry because the world is cruel. You're angry because your self-image was threatened. Ego is weakness pretending to be importance. Musashi starved it. He didn't chase validation, didn't care about praise, didn't dress for status or perform for approval. Because the more recognition you need, the easier you are to control. A man with nothing to prove is a man no one can provoke. When ego dies, insults become noise, criticism becomes data, rejection becomes irrelevant. Anger disappears. There is nothing left to defend. 7. The final duel, Musashi versus Sasuke Kojiro. Musashi's most famous duel was against Sasuke Kojiro, a celebrated master, elegant and fast. Musashi arrived late on purpose. Kojiro waited, stewed, boiled. By the time Musashi stepped off the boat, Kojiro was already defeated. One strike. That's what anger buys you. 8. The modern code. This is not about being a samurai. It's about becoming untouchable. Stop reacting. Start observing. Stop expecting. Start detaching. Stop screaming. Start sharpening. Musashi said, "The way of the warrior is resolute acceptance of death." When discomfort no longer scares you, when approval no longer controls you, when ego no longer needs protection, there is no anger left. Only stillness. Only power. If you want more lessons like this, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.